bring. Oh, remember, we cannot be on earth. Oh, remember, all that you are worth. Oh, remember, all that you know. Remember, seeds take time to grow. Remember, remember, all that you are. Remember, 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 the power of love. Remember just who you are. Oh, remember, you're a being of the stars. Oh, remember the wisdom within. Oh, remember all the joy you can bring. Oh, remember, we can have peace on earth. Oh, remember, all that you are worth. Oh, remember, all that you know. Remember, seeds take time to grow. Remember, remember, all that you are. Remember, 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 the power of love. The power of love.
Good morning, everyone. Aloha, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. My name is Michelle May, and I'm on the Board of Trustees. I'm also a licensed practitioner here, and I'm going to share all the amazing things that we've got going on here at this thriving, vibrant, super active center. So I invite you to also come and take your seats. And as you do that, I'll start sharing what we've got. I know there's a buzz in the air. Can you feel it? Yeah, I know. It's very electric. It's very exciting. And so we are going to bring all that excitement and that buzz and our love and our consciousness directly after service. We have our annual meeting. Yay! I know, usually there's not a yay after meeting. However, yes, there is a yay today because it is going to be an amazing celebration of 2018, all the growth, all the things that we've been just experiencing here at CSL for last year, but also for right now, where we are and where we're heading. So we would love to invite all of you to come and join us today, learn everything that's happening, everything that is going to be happening, but of course bringing it right into today and how we can have this philosophy in our lives and to deepen the richness of CSL Kauai. I mean, don't you love coming here? Yes, so come and join us. Now, it is welcome and open to everyone. However, those who are members are the ones that are going to be allowed to ask questions and just participate. And if you're not a member, you're more than welcome to become one after service. But I'll also be sharing about why it's important to make that commitment as becoming a member during our meeting. So come join us, find out about everything from the finances to the classes to the membership. All of it will be shared and discussed today, and it's always super, it's really, there's a lot of hope in where we're going. There's a lot of drive in where we're going. There's a lot of energy in where we're going, and we would love all of you to be a part of that. So that will be immediately after service. So as you hear the chimes dinging, as you have the Malama team helping you make a choice, we do ask that you either stay or stay. How about we just have you all stay? And for those of you who are off island, it will be live streamed and you can participate that way, or it'll be archived as well. So those of you who are members off island, feel free to join us as well. So this week is fun-packed. There is lots going on. The next event is going to be our New Thought meet and greet with Brene Brown. Reverend Patrick has delved into the life, into the teachings, into the books, into all that Brene Brown has brought into this world. So we'll get to really delve into her teachings. She is a research professor. She has 5 #1 bestsellers. She's a public speaker. You might have heard her TED Talk. She is amazing, inspiring, and fits right into our New Thought philosophy. So please join us. This is our series that we do monthly, and now we've started Contemporary Metaphysicians. So it will be all about Brene Brene Brown on Tuesday from 6:30 to 8. And she really delves in, and what her research has been about is all about courage, vulnerability, shame, empathy, all those things that sometimes don't feel good but are part of what we do, and how we can learn to grow through that and use that in our lives to enrich in our lives. So join Reverend Patrick on Tuesday evening at 6:30, and we'll learn all about Brene Brown. And then on Thursday, well, we have regular class that's already in process on Wednesday, so that's still happening and thriving. But then on Thursday, there is a new series starting. We're in the money. We're in the money. Sing along. We're in the money. Yes. We've talked about abundance. We've talked about prosperity. And now we're getting specific. We are going to be talking about our consciousness around money, cash money, and just in thriving our lives around that. Because there are some beliefs that may no longer be serving us that we don't even know that's there. There may be things that are blocking this flow that is really meant to be our lives. So we're going to delve into this class. It's a 4-week series on Thursdays, all about just raising our consciousness. Even if your finances are hot and they're good and there's flow, there's still always growth. There's still always the next level. So we invite you to join us for that. It's 4 weeks, Thursdays at 6 p.m., and you can pay for all 4 series. Now, if you've got something else on Thursdays that are happening, you have a choice. Cancel it and get here, or you can still buy the program and you'll receive a link. It will be recorded, not live streamed, but recorded. Yep, so it'll be recorded, so then you'll get the link and you can still participate in this amazing, amazing class that the Revs, both Revs, Rita and Patrick, are going to be doing that. So that starts this Thursday and for the next 4 Thursdays at 6 p.m. We also have our monthly spiritual living circles. The one in Kalaheo with Rebecca DeRoos is Wednesday, February 20th from 4 to 5:30. And then in Princeville with Anna Myers, she was one of the Malama ladies helping greet you today. And hers is on Wednesday, February 27th from 3 to 4. And then this all leads into our spiritual cinema. Every month, our last Friday, we do a movie. And this Friday, it's going to be The Secret. Remember The Secret? Yes. So can you believe it's been 14 years since that movie has come out? Whether you've never seen it or seen it 100 times, come and join us to see where we've come since then. Because it definitely falls into our philosophy, and it really brought this philosophy into the mainstream. I know it was one of the main reasons in how I eventually learned about CSL was through this movie. I also made 100 copies and passed it out to everyone because I thought that everybody needed to see this. So come and join us. We'll have popcorn and a lively discussion afterwards, but definitely something that we can all join in together. And that is Friday at 6:30. All right. Well, thank you for your kind attention. And how about a round of applause for Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick?
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. One little announcement. We have a cake at the end, or something to celebrate the birthdays at the end of each month.
Doesn't have to be a cake.
It doesn't have to be a cake. I've heard that a million
seems to be what
times.
we
It
always
doesn't
have.
have to be cake. You can line the whole thing up with fruit, and I'll just say hallelujah. But what it is there we still need some more fill-ins, and also somebody took off their name for this next Sunday. So if someone would like to jump in there and bring a fruit or a cake or what, a treat. That's also open, and there's some spots left. So that's it. And I'm glad we don't have much going on here this week because then we could just rest. Aloha. So here we are, and there's Maria Christina. Hey, Maria. And Luis over there. So let's bring this energy into some peaceful, quantum field. Let's jump in the quantum field, shall we? As we light our beautiful, beautiful peace candle. And what that flickering light reminds us of is that flickering light of peace is inside each and every one of us. And yes, this planet is calling out very gently and sometimes very loudly for us to remember peace. So let's take a moment, shall we? and continuing in this time of silence, this flickering light of peace that's within each and every one of us. What I know is that peace is not only possible, but peace already exists. It is already here. And I know it starts with each and every one of us, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to just breathe in this thing that we call peace, which is really alignment and the balancing of the energies that is really only one energy, and that is God. So let's take this light that is ours and move it out from us into the world so that every place that we are, peace is as well. So I'm so grateful, as together we say, and so it is. I think I'll stand on this side today.
I know, it feels weird.
Let's
being
just
on
shake
us.
things up a little here.
So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Thank you for bringing your consciousness and your energy here today to celebrate life, to celebrate the magnificence of who you are. That's what we do here every Sunday. We know that you are the power and presence of Spirit, of Source, of God, whatever you want to call it, that divine thing which sings and sings through all of creation is right where we are in its totality within us. We are the ocean in a drop, as Rumi said, and we're celebrating that today. So welcome, 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 welcome. Yes.
Wow. You look beautiful today, by the way.
Pulled my hair back.
Yes. Also, just a little reminder, there's a thing that was created called a cell phone. And so though I love hearing all of the various chimes that come out, let's turn them off, shall we? And that way we can give all the attention to us. No, I scared. So who is here for the first time and is scared? No, who is here for the very first time, please? Oh, you are indeed.
Doug.
We have Doug here. Oh, and then we have, who else did I miss as I was staring all at Doug? There we go. Oh, you are here for the first time. Yeah. We're actually all here for the first time in that divine moment that has no time and no space. But we're going to, so this is what we know about you, and we had some help to let people know about you personally. And so shall everyone let them know who they are? Yeah? Okay, right. Okay. You are magnificent. I bet you're wondering how we knew that. And I'm going to tell you how we knew that. We knew that because we know that about ourselves first. Just like peace, there is no way to get peace out there if we don't have it in here. There's no way to see magnificence in you unless I see it in myself. So let's continue that on. And so we know that about you. So there's somebody standing back there. Oh. See, if I stand on the other side, then everything just goes to pieces. Now I'm okay. So, since we know that about you, let's say this together, shall we? I've only been doing it for 6 years. Leave me alone. Ready? I am magnificent. Now, with face beaming bright red, we look back at Rob, who looks very professional back there, and there is this wonderful thing called a camera, and he's live streaming. What that means is that people are peeking into what we're doing here, and they know everything that's going on, and they're a part of it. So see, we are one. And thank you for allowing us to do that, Rob, and Jonathan over there on sound. So let them know who they are, shall we? You are magnificent. Now look to your left, to your right. I don't care where you look. Let somebody know who they are. They are magnificent. I hear it once. I'm going to hear it twice. We are going magnificent. Yes, that's right. Magnificent. You are.
I think we filled all our...
You are magnificent.
Yeah.
Woo. All righty, let's get on our magnificent feet and have our opening song with Maria Cristina and Luis.
I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you, everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine all brightly, everything is alright. I see you dripping with abundance and ease. I see you enjoying the life that you please. Playful at work, creative at play. I see you with gratitude every day. And I say, I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you, everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine all brightly, everything is alright.
Everything is all right. Can I hear everything is all right? That's right, because there is truth going on right here and right now. It is moving through each and every one of us. It is love. It is power. It is whatever you want to call it, because it needs no name, because it is everything. And that is what is running through us. I can feel the God bumps as I speak. I just say yes to it all. We have come together. We have come together as one. We have come together to celebrate. We have come together to remember who and what we are. No matter what is showing up in our lives currently, I know one thing, and that we are spirit. We are love. We are God in action, and that is something to celebrate. So we continue this day knowing that in every moment it is God meeting God. It is spirit meeting spirit. It is love permeating every single breath that we take. So I say yes to it. Can I hear yes? Yes. Can I hear yes? Yes. And we say yes, and we drop it into that law that has always said yes and will always say yes. And that is the good news. And that is the good news. And so I just say yes to it all, and we just let it be. We let it go as together we shout at the mountain. And so it is. Woo!
I know the truth.
There you go.
I see the
Moving,
power
Diane.
within you. I know that love surrounds you, everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine all brightly, everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you, everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine all brightly, everything is alright. Everything is alright.
Good morning. As you settle into your seats, it's my privilege to bring you, all of us, back into meditation. So my name is Roseanne Jones, and I am a licensed CSL practitioner. And, thank you, carry on. And I have a quote for you to take into that quiet time, if you choose. So relax into your chairs. Know that you are in a safe space. And just breathe. Breathe a couple of deep breaths as you let go of what came immediately before or yesterday, or let go of what's coming after. Just be in this moment. And the quote I have is from Wayne Dyer. Within all of us is a divine capacity to manifest and attract all that we need and desire. Within all of us is a divine capacity to manifest and attract all that we need and desire. Enjoy your quiet time. within all of us is a divine capacity to manifest and attract all that we need and desire. And as you slowly bring yourself back to this space, this moment, what I know is that there is this one divine power, this energy that started everything, created everything, works in and through everything. It is propelled by this power, and the love of this power propels it through everything, all of its creation. And I know that this divine power works in and through me at every moment, that this power propels me. It is a power that's as close to me as my heartbeat, and it expresses through me, as I know that it expresses through each one of us, here, there, and everywhere. This is that amazing power. Feel it, know it, allow it, recognize it. For this is the power that is a divine message that comes into you, each of us, bringing us all of the things that we long for. For it knows already what each of us longs for. And it has the power of the healing love that fixes everything. And the power of the healing force that brings prosperity and perfect health and abundance and joy and creative expression into our lives. So I suggest that each of us open that up and let a divine action, a divine intervention into our lives. It is already there. Just open up to it. And that divine intervention is right here, right now, for each of us to choose. And I declare it is so, that all of these blessings are for each of us. I am so grateful for this divine power in each of us. I am so grateful for knowing that it works in and through us. And I'm so grateful for all of the demonstrations of love and peace and joy and prosperity and perfect health. And I therefore release my word into the divine law as we join together and affirm, and so it is.
Please turn to your program. The song.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes to see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Thank you. Yay. Well, hello, everyone. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. It's a big lie. I said it's a big lie. Who grew up with that thought that whatever will be, will be? And then it was, right? And then you're like, how did this get to be? Well, yeah, most of us were brought up that way. I know I was, but I think I never listened to it because I always kind of was like, I'm going to have this, and this is going to be this way, and yada, yada, and sometimes I would fall off, along my journey. But for the most part, Patrick will go, you always get what you want. I do. I do. So that song, it says to us, what's in front of us, could have happened, is going to happen by happenstance. And I think a lot of us, not a lot of us in this room, but a lot of people might live their life that way, that things just happen. And that is not true. Things don't just happen. Everything has a purpose behind it. And everything that happens is created by this force that we talked about in the prayer, and we talked about before that in something else. And I had this idea that Ernest Holmes says, the law as force energy and creative intelligence responds to us by corresponding to our mental attitudes. It responds to us by corresponding to our mental attitudes. In this way, we make up its mind for us so far as we are concerned. So there is this power within us, and everybody's always curious about when we use the word law, what that means, but it's just this energy force within us, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, that's vibrating according to our mental attitudes. And it's bringing things into our field through those mental attitudes. It's the only way that it can respond to us. We cannot do it any other way. We can't reach out and get something and bring it in. It is coming through us, as us. So as far as a wheel of fortune is concerned, we're the ones that are directing this wheel of fortune. Remember the game? I didn't ever watch it much, but it's still going, right? Really popular. And it's like, what are the odds that you're going to land on that thing and you're going to get that? And, I guess there's some truth in that in the world of, scientific statistics and stuff like that. But in reality, it's still consciousness. And it's the consciousness that's going to keep that fortune in your life, whatever it looks like. We're talking about money this month, really, more than anything else. We're focusing on that. It's going to keep it in your life. Why do people win the lotto and then they lose everything? Because they didn't have the consciousness to hold it in place. If you ever want to know an answer to anything in this teaching, it's consciousness. And this is not right. If you're taking a test and there's a question you need to answer, just put consciousness, you'll get the answer right. Anyway, but there is a truth to this, and this can upset people sometimes because they think, why did that happen to me? And I have, obviously I have a bad mind or something. It's not about that. Because, and this is what I believe, because I've had things happen in my life that have maybe not been like, you know, the nicest things that I would say, why, you know, I think I'm a great person or whatever, and why did that happen? But there is something within us that is bringing us back to ourselves at all times. So when we have troubles or challenges, I know that it's that power within me asking me to recognize it at a deeper level, or asking me, telling me that something needs to be known. Something needs to be revealed right now. What is that? So when I have an issue or something, I go, what's trying to be revealed right now? What is it? What? And I sit with it, and I get my answers because I've made a decision to get them. That's the other thing. It's all about decision. It's all about decision. If something's not happening in our life, it isn't about our fortune. It's about we haven't made a decision about it. Like, I think I know I've told you before, I came to this teaching in 1998. I was divorced, broke. I had no prosperity consciousness at the time. I just, and I came into this teaching. It was like, oh my God, there's something here, for me that I can learn about. But I had to make decisions. I didn't just one day wake up and all of a sudden, pay my bills. I had to make decisions that I was going to do certain things, and I was going to think a certain way, and I was going to do my spiritual practice, and I was going to keep trying until it worked for me, through me. And it wasn't like a horrible thing. It was like so joyous and such a great adventure to find this power within you that you get to use and direct. Because what we're doing is we're directing energy. We are directing energy. We're not creating it. It's there. And now it's being proved in the quantum field, and the quantum physics and all of that we're directing energy with our thoughts and with our mind. And we get to do whatever we want with that energy. But if we're doing something that's hurting other people, then more than likely it's going to come back to us 100-fold, right? Because what we put out comes back. But we have the opportunity in every moment of our life to direct this energy in any way we want. There is something within us that's responding to us at all times. And when something happens in our life to challenge us, we have the opportunity to go back in, ask what's needing to be known, listen, and actually listen, and put ourselves back on track and realign ourselves with whatever we have become unaligned with. I know that this is truth because I know it has worked in my life, but I also know I had to make a decision to do it, and I had to work it and practice it. But like I said, it shouldn't be like something that's like painful. It should be something that's glorious and wonderful. I had this thing with money. That's the thing about money. I think people we hold it back sometimes if money's an issue for us because we're naming where it's coming from. We're naming that it has to come from this particular thing. Like it's got to come from our singing, or it's got to come from my acting talent. These are some of the things. Or it's got to come from, my mother or my father, or, my job or whatever. And we're going to be delving into some of these myths that we have put up for ourselves. But really, in actuality, when we can release the idea that money's coming from a particular thing, we're free. I had this saying, was God is the source and substance of my supply. God. Now, does that mean a God up in the cloud? No. The God within me is the source and substance of my supply. Therefore, money can come to me from anywhere because it's coming through me by my consciousness, and it's being supplied to me by the God power energy that we talk about here all the time, from anywhere. And it comes from anywhere. It doesn't just come from my job. I am not on a fixed income. I can, in any moment, manifest anything because that's the way the power works. But when I start naming where it's going to come from, and I used to do that a lot, I used to name it. And then my mentor said to me, you need to separate where your money's coming from what you're doing. Like I wanted to be an actress, right? You need to just go out and do whatever it is you want to do. If you want to be an actress, if you want to be a minister, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a poet, if you want to be an accountant, whatever you want to do, just go do it. And then understand that source and power within you is bringing your finances through you as you. It's not bound to that, because then what happens if you lose your job or something, then what? You think, oh my God, I lost my job, now I'm a poor person or whatever. No, if you constantly are knowing that God is the source and substance of your supply, then you're always taken care of no matter what. And that's really worked for me in my life. And to me, these are the ways that we make our fortune. It's not a wheel of fortune in that it's happenstance. It's very direct. It's very direct, and it's very amazing, and it works. So, do you wake up in the morning and just wait to see what happens? Or do you direct your day from the moment you get out of bed or before you get out of bed and say, this is the way I want my day to be? Not specifics. I mean, you could be specific, but I think a better way to do it is to say, my day is a great day. It's the best day ever. My life is unfolding perfectly. There is abundance all around me. There is prosperity all around me. I am filled with love. This day I meet love everywhere I go. It's like an amazing day. Wherever I'm going, if I'm going to work, everything is unfolding. I'm meeting new people. Surprises, beautiful, amazing surprises are around every single solitary corner. This is how you create your life. But so many times, if I get out of bed and I haven't done that, then I have to get back in bed and do it. Because once I start my day, it's kind of too late, because then I'm waiting to see what happens. And I don't want to live my life like that. I don't know about you. And then if something occurs, then I have to know that whatever that occurred was in alliance with what I said my day was. Because if my life is always unfolding perfectly, it's either unfolding perfectly or it isn't. So I have to look at whatever shows up and say, there's something here. Why did I just get a flat tire? Okay. And then the mystery and the miracle will show itself, and everybody will come in to assist me in whatever it is I need, because my day is unfolding perfectly, and I won't be sitting there struggling and cursing everybody out and and blaming other people for my flat tire or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. Yeah. So I think my message today really is that we are the directors of our energy. We are the directors of our fortune. We are the directors of whatever we want in our life. And I had a quote, and I probably can't find it because I'm terrible at putting my quotes down. I put far too many notes, and then I don't know where to find where they are. So, but it was a quote. It was a great one, and if I think of it later, I'll bring it back to you later. Yeah, no, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. It's not that important, obviously, or I would see it here. Well, I know Emerson said, I love this one, the dice of God are always loaded. What does that mean? That means it's all here. They're always loaded. There is no such thing as, a bad throw of the dice. We're the ones. It's always loaded. But the thing is, we have to accept it. We have to take it. Like Ernest Holmes says, we have to accept it and take it. We can't, push it away. We have to accept it and take it. It's not going to come to us that way if we don't. And it's right here where we are. And things don't just happen. And I think if we would add up our thoughts at the end of the day, talked about this in the class the other night, I think we would see where our thoughts have been all day. Not to blame ourselves, but to actually see, are we focused on this illness we have right now? Are we focused on how we're going to pay our rent and we don't feel like we can? And we'd see where the majority of our thoughts are all day, and that's where your energy is, that's where your attention is, your energy flows. That is really the truth. And we know this now because we see energy moving. People are able to see it under microscopes and up on screens and stuff. So, and sticking things to people's brains and stuff. They can see it now. Before, these mystics, were just doing it on total faith, and all through all those ages. So if we add up our thoughts at the end of the day, I think we'd see where they are, and we'd see why we're where we're at. And the good news is we don't have to stay where we're at. And we like Michelle said when she was doing the announcements, we're always expanding. We're always expanding. We're never really done. Even when we leave here, apparently we're not done. I haven't left yet, so I don't know, but I can only believe that we are, because I don't remember never not being here. And so I just know, and I feel it's an intuitive thing within me, and I'm sure all of us have our beliefs about that, but that we're growing, that we're expanding. we're just expanding into the universe more and more and more. And we're directing our own destiny. Nobody's directing to us unless we allow them to. We can allow other people to direct our destiny, but I have a feeling that everybody in this room that landed on this island of Kauai came here because they directed their own destiny. And I know there's one sitting right in front of me too, right here. I didn't introduce Doug, Doreen's beloved here, that just, and there's others, Sue Wood, all of us, we just took and said, we're directing our destiny. This is what we want for our life. We're going to do this. And you know what happens when you do that? When you actually make a decision, not just about Kauai, but anything, but when you actually make a decision, a decision that you believe, you have to believe it, because some people will say, I'm going to just leave my job and I'm going to go do this. You know when you really believe it, because you'll feel an embodiment of it. And when you do that and you make that decision, I'm telling you, the universe backs us 100% of the way. And you will see, I think it's a quote, you'll see doors open where there were only walls before. Because it's just like yes, yes, yes. It just says yes, but it says yes to our real belief, to what we really, really, really know. If we're giving ourselves excuses of this and I can't do that and blah, 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 and then it's going to give us more of that. Or that we're going to have trouble, it's going to give us more of that. But if we make a decision and we totally believe in that decision, it will go the rest of the way with us, through us, and open the doors. I know that. And I know that we are the directors of our energy field. We are the directors of it. And it's not us, our small mind. It's a power greater than us that's in us, within us, that we are just really actually expanding into more and more as we progress, spiritually evolving. So, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Well, I know whatever we will to be, will be. So, namaste. Thank you, Maria.
Meet me where the sunlight begins. Meet me where the truth never bends. Lay all that you're scared to defend, and lay it down when you walk through my door. Lay all of it out on the floor. Your sorrow, your beauty, your war. Come bring it all, surrender it all. Bring your secrets, bring your scars. Bring your glory, all you are. Bring your daylight, bring your dark. Share your silence and unpack your heart. Show me something the rest never see, and all that you hope to receive. Your deepest regrets, set it free. The days when you stumble and fall, the days when you grind to a crawl, the treasure that hides behind your walls. Come with it all, surrender it all. Bring your secrets, bring your scars. Bring your glory, all you are. Bring your daylight, bring your dark. Share your silence and unpack your heart. Oh, I'm on your side, so shed your shadow and watch it rise. Oh, I'm on your side, so shed your shadow and watch it rise. Wherever there's darkness, let's shine a light. Bring your secrets, bring your scars. Oh, bring your glory, all you are. Bring your daylight, bring your dark. Share your silence, yeah. Bring your honor, bring your shame. Any wildness stillness no one could ever tame. Won't you lay down your guard, share your silence, and unpack your heart.
Before Patrick comes up here, I just want to let you know.
She took my wallet.
I'm directing that energy.
Testing, testing.
I'm teasing.
Testing, testing.
Testing. It's on. Yeah.
Testing, okay, now here we go. She took my wallet. What's in your wallet? Cash. Oh, I like it. It's more like what's in your consciousness is really what's happened. Cash. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow means that I'm just waiting to see what needs to come next. You fill it in with wow. Because life is wow, I'm telling you. Well, I'm going to say that this week was very interesting, and I've gotten some feedback about my wallet extravaganza. If you weren't here before, I was taking stuff out of my wallet and then seeing that it returned, and an empty wallet does fill back up again if you choose it to be. And then I'm sure I had other feedback too that probably wasn't shared with me, because you know I do have that philosophy. If you have something bad to say about me, say it behind my back. That's how I roll, just so you'll know. Yeah. I'm just looking to see if anybody's got that face. Not me, man. But I do want to direct this energy today with the idea that Dr. Peggy was talking about Neil Donald Walsh, about when he was a little kid and his dad, when he got money. And I actually looked up that, Dr. Peggy, to see what that was. And he said that it made his life fearless when he was a little boy and his dad gave him money. And he said to him, there's more where that came from. And that's powerful. And that goes with anything. There's more health where that came from. There's more relationships where that came from. There's more creativity where that came from. And I don't know about the rest of you, but that was not my message. It wasn't a fearful message, but it wasn't like, it was kind of like, hold on to this one, baby, because we don't know when the next one's coming. So we're just going to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm so tired of blaming mama, just FYI, because you can only go so far with that. She's gone. They're gone now. So, whatever happened, man, you're here to know the truth. And here's the greatest thing is that, speaking of mama, because we weren't, but speaking of that, my mother's only job, by the way, was to get me here. That after that, it's, as Edwin Gaines said, it's all icing on the cake. That was the job, perfect vehicle to get me here. And I'm sure my dad played a little part in that as well. And I'll get. But what I know is this. I was thinking of all the programming that we get. Things like money doesn't grow on trees, which only means that, you can't go out and pick it. Funniest thing, I was over at the, what we call the mall, and they said, it was really funny because this guy was doing this thing with coconuts. And he said, the funniest thing, man, let me tell you something. The funniest thing is that my mama said, money doesn't grow on trees. And I make my living up in the coconut thing. And every time I come down with the coconuts, they give me money. He said, money grows on trees, mama. Money grows on trees. And then there's not enough to go around. Another lie. We need to make ends meet, which we do, but they don't stop when we meet them. There's only enough to get by. We're not made of money. What does that mean? We're not made of money. I'm not even going to address it because it's not. I'm on a fixed income. Oh, here's the best. The rich get richer and the poor get... No one ever likes that. Because that seems really unfair. But according to the teachings of law of cause and effect, what we focus on increases. So before you want to meet me in the back today to say, yeah, but what about those people who don't know about this? Who don't come here and got the FYI on law of cause and effect. The beauty about the law is it's always accurate. And so this is what my suggestion has always been, because I know in prosperity classes especially, people will say, it's really hard for me to be, wanting to take and fill up with abundance when there's people that don't have water to drink. Well, then my suggestion to all of us is let's become abundant, prosperous people so we can go teach them. If it's bothering you that much, and I know it bothers all of us, then let's get busy. Let's not just add on to the idea that, yeah, it's a rough life out there, kids. Then go over there. I got people going over to other countries teaching them about prosperity. And you're thinking, are you nuts? These kids can't even get enough to eat on the daily basis. But guess what? They're building canals now. They're building everything because they know that they're not just the poor people over there that God didn't like very much. No. Today's Passionate Sunday with Patrick, just FYI. The rich get poor. Well, of course they do. Look at your life. Everything you have ever focused upon has increased more and more. Every day that I sat there and I said, oh my God, literally, how could you do this to me? My poor life. It became poorer and poorer and poorer till what happened? I had to stop and I said, my deep prayer, enough is enough. This isn't working for me. What is working for me? And people say, well, we don't always have enough money. I'm getting all the stuff out today. We don't have enough money to take all those classes and everything. There's a thing called the internet. Now, I'm not sure any of you have heard of it. But the internet, Rita and I were saying, wow, there's about as much free on that internet for you to be spiritually awakened. I was going to say you don't have to come here, but that's not true. And then people are saying to me just the other day, people, just random people. Not you, but I mean, just people on the street. They say, hey, you. No, I'm just kidding. They say, who do you think you are, God? They said that to the wrong person. Because you all know what I have to say about that. I absolutely do believe I am God. And I absolutely believe that each and every one of us is. And if we don't believe that, then we have work to do. We have work to do. Or we have some fun to do. Yeah, this is what Rita and I were putting together, this prosperity class, and oh wow, we were firing around the house. I was like, wow, no. And then we're like going, and then there's abundance and everything. I said, don't whitewash it, man. We're going in. We're not going to whitewash it anymore. And you know what I'm talking about, the one that goes, now what prosperity really means is within yourself. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like in sacred voice, and let's talk the truth. I'm meeting a lot of people, baby. This is family. We can talk. That are really unhappy not being able to pay their bills. They're really unhappy not having a place to live. And these are not people in other countries. Well, they call us another country, but it's here. It's not about that. So Rita took away my prop, but I got one here, man, because this is what we call a what? Fortune cookie. Okay, I got a story. And we were going to pass out fortune cookies. I had, me, I said, at the door, everybody gets a fortune cookie. Rita said no. And I'll tell you why she said no. What kind of suggestions are we putting in people's heads? Fortune favors the bold. Fortune, yes. So this is what I feel about this. The other day, must have been Chinese New Year's because there was some fortune cookie here. And found out that it's not Chinese, it's from Japan. Just FYI. Thank you, Michelle LeMay, our local Google god. But I'm going to tell you why this has significance. It's because, yeah, they're fun, right? You just go to have some Chinese food, open it up, just kind of ends the day. They're all nice and sweet. But the other day, I opened up one, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is good. And I opened it up, and there wasn't any fortune in there. But you know, I come from a philosophy that's not superstitious. But I'm going to tell you, even as illuminated as I appear at most times, this is what ran through my head. And if you're an observer of your life, which I suggest we be, the observer, not always involved in it, the observer, this is what I thought.
Get a witness.
Get a witness, exactly. Here's what I thought. Do I not have a fortune? Do I not have a future? Was this like, I'm gonna die? I mean, you know, because you don't need you don't need the paper in there if you ain't gonna be here. And I was like, oh my God. So this is the standing up here witnessing for you. Here's the deal about that, is that even if you believe your consciousness has got it down, there's some stuff in that subjective field that has been passed somewhere in you as you. And this is because not everyone's walking around observant. I just happen to stop for a moment and go, wow, that passed through me. What other things pass through me? So the reason that we talk about this is you think there's nothing wrong with it because usually they're general and they're fun. You know, your happiness and your this and they are, and so we're all like on top of it. But what happens if they say your relationships are in havoc and stay tuned, hopefully things will get better later? There seems to be a rocky hill ahead of you. A rocky mountain, but don't worry, you will pursue. And I was reading a film going, who wants to have that put into yourself? So I'm going to openly read it with you. Oh, wow. Hello. Thank you. Also another prop called, so. Honest communication will resolve the conflict for good. No, I did not stage that. You saw the cookie open with its thing. The law is like a genie, my friends. The only thing is, the greatest thing is that we get a lot more than 3 opportunities. And instead of having to rub that genie's bottle and see what next is coming up, all we have to do is stay in the consciousness of what it is that we want to have in our lives. It's not about getting. It's not about going out and getting it. It appears that way. I know that every time we have prosperity, anything, they're going, oh, they're talking about money again. Oh, look at them. Look at me. Look at me. My life. You know what? Everything is a mirror, as I said today. Everything is a mirror. And this is what I know about my life. We said it last week. Spirit has placed its stamp upon itself, and it's called you. That's how great we are. And this is in everything, whether it be money, doesn't matter. But the reason I like to talk about money, it's kind of like Brene Brown talks about shame. We need an open dialogue about it. We need to have communication. I believe we need a new language concerning money. Someday we won't need it. I really believe that. Someday we will not need it. We will be evolved in a way that we will have spiritual coinage. I get it. But today, we need it. It's a form of exchange. And so I am celebrating it. I am saying yes to it, and I'm saying yes to it for each and every one of us. whatever that means for you. So there you go. I think I'm just about done, except that the law is like the genie in the bottle that is always at our command and grants and fulfills every single desire. The only difference is that we have a lot more than 3 wishes that can be granted. There is more. There is more where that came from. We are unlimited. And so it is. I missed passing things out this week. How's everyone feeling? Good.
It's good.
Good.
I'm glad. When you talk about things, it takes the, what do you say? It takes
The
like
sting
if there's
off?
the energy off it, and it opens it up. I feel like sometimes we hold on to things, we don't want to discuss them, and then we just keep holding on to them, and they fester in our minds. And when we talk about them, it just dissipates the energy in a good way. So thank you for listening.
So this
And
must be
keep
our time
talking.
of giving.
Yes, it is our time of giving. I'm looking for my check, our check. All right, so thank you in advance for the donations that come in. Oh my God, it's great. And this, like I said, we've been here 6 years, we're still here, and we're growing, and we are expanding, and it's all because of all of us together, just supporting in any way that we can. So thank you in advance for your donations, and let's read our affirmation, because I know it comes back perfectly to us in 100-fold. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life, and the world. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My abundant, my abundant, my abundant life. My abundant, my abundant, my abundant life. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Oh, well, mahalo for this wonderful flow. And I celebrate that flow, the flow of energy that comes into the center, helps to support the center, and then goes out into the world. And I am so grateful for that. And I bless it and release it. And as we say together, so it is.
Yay, thank you, Donna. It goes to Donna First of all, one thing I just wanted to say, I talked about people coming to the island, and I looked in this row here, and there are like all these people that have moved here. Well, I'm not sure about you yet, but, and I'm like, wow, I mean, all these people in this one row that just changed their life, and it has nothing to do with age or anything, and just made the decision. But there's also people leaving, and Lori Chicatello, you're leaving.
Yes.
And so she came here today to say goodbye, and she also has a lot of stuff to release before she leaves, so see her if, and there might be something you
Kind of wave
require.
your hand a little bit. Just
All
so
right.
that's
Yeah,
Lori.
that's Lori right there.
And we will miss you.
I know, we'll miss you, Lori. All right, so George is here with the kids, and he has something to say, I'm sure.
Yes, since it's Valentine's Day, we did cover love. In fact, we had a girl named Shiloh here, and I don't know why she disappeared. She didn't want to. I told her she was going to have to come up front, so she disappeared. And then we have Alana. Alana, what have
That's
you got
not
here?
exactly a good thing.
How about Malia? You have anything to say? No. Not yet. But these are your children, and they are just lovely, right?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, George. Can we give them their blessing?
Yes.
You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. Yay.
Yay.
So we're going to ask the practitioners that are serving to come forward. Reverend Diane, Michelle, Roseanne, Dr. Peggy, anybody else? Rob back there. All right, so these lovely people will be here to move energy in your name, all right, through spiritual mind treatments. So if there's something that's come up for you, please utilize them. And I also want to say that as soon as they're done doing their work up here, we're going to start our meeting. So grab whatever if you're staying and get a seat. And actually, you have to sign in. There'll be a table back there with, who's signing them in? The Malamati, yeah. Yeah, Rosanna Maureen will be signing people in. And
we're also checking, just so you'll know, just to check your address. It's really important.
Yeah.
We send out stuff to you, and then it comes back, so that means it's not current. So make sure that when you are signing
yeah,
in.
I made an address correction sheet, so if you see your address on there, it's not correct, please give me your correct address. That would be really helpful. So, yeah, I think.
And if anything's come up you want, we still have our wonderful treatment box out there, better known as the Now box. But if there's something that's come up for you and you had to go or you have to do whatever, there's always that, and we will take that into our treatment during the week. So
All right.
It's good to see you.
I think we're ready to close.
I believe we
Did
are.
I cover everything? Yes. All right. So we have our closing song. Karen Mitchell's song.
That's right.
My good is my God. My God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God. My God is my good. All the good I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I'll ever need. My good is my God.
So what I know right here and right now about that is, yes, we have celebrated our good today, and I know that there is more good coming and more good coming. It is all good, and I'm so grateful to know that we are abundant, that we are prosperous already, because it's already a divine idea in the mind of God and the mind of good, and it's here right where we are. And I'm so grateful for that and for this time we've had together, and for everyone who has served today, from Michelle doing our announcements to our Malama team of Emma, and Maureen, to our practitioner, Roseanne Jones, to the beautiful practitioners standing up here ready to serve you after service, to the live streaming by Rob Jones back there, and all the people online, thank you for being with us, to Jonathan for keeping the sound going, for Roseanne and Malia for the bookstore. I think Malia's back in the bookstore today. And for Ron Stover and his team for keeping hospitality going all this time. And to Maria Christina and Luis for our music today. Thank you. And to Charles and Donna who are counting the abundance right now. And to everyone in this room for being here today and lifting consciousness. So I know as we have lifted the consciousness today, so it is, and so it goes out into the world. We raise consciousness at all times. That's what we do. I'm grateful for that, for the love that has been present here. And I just take this word I have spoken with that gratitude in my heart, and I release it. I let it go, and I let it be be so as we affirm together, and so it is.
My good is my God, my God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God is my good. All the good I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I'll ever need. My good is my God. My good is my God.
Hey, mahalo.